Hello world. Today, I'll show you how to generate requirements.txt for your own project. So when you clone a new project on your own computer, chances are that you need to download a bunch of external libraries using pip. So these external libraries that you need to download are usually listed in a text file, and this text file is usually called requirements.txt. For example, this one over here. And to install all of these external libraries at once, we can use the command pip install -r requirements.txt. So here, the -r means that pip will read from our requirements.txt. Similarly, when you create your own project, it is a good idea to have a requirements.txt text file for your project so that other people who want to download and run your project can easily download all of these required external libraries at one go. So first things first, it is always good practice to create your own virtual Python environment, which is essentially a separate installation of Python. So let's do that now. So here I'm going to type python -m venv, and I'm going to give my environment a name. So I'm just going to call it env. So once I run this, a folder that is named env will appear. And here we have it. So this is our Python virtual environment. So this is a separate installation of Python, and this separate installation of Python actually lives in this env folder. And also, any external libraries that we install for this separate version of Python will also be inside this env folder. So in this case, our computer's main Python will not actually affect this virtual environment, and this virtual environment will also not affect our computer's main Python. And it is important to do this so that we will not accidentally add in a whole bunch of extra stuff into our requirements.txt later on. So now let's activate our Python virtual environment and let's install some stuff. So I'm going to activate it first. So since I'm using a Mac, I'm going to use this command source env bin activate. So how do I know whether I'm actually inside my Python virtual environment? I can actually take a look at my terminal here. So notice this bracket env bracket. So this means that this environment is actually activated. So now that our virtual environment is activated, let's install a bunch of dependencies that our project needs. So let's assume that we only need two external libraries, NumPy and Pandas, and let's go ahead and install them. So pip install NumPy and Pandas. And here, our pip installation of NumPy and Pandas is finally done. So next, we are going to use this pip freeze command. So pip freeze, and let's see what happens. So when we pip freeze, we are actually listing down every single thing that pip has installed so far. So just now, we installed NumPy and Pandas, but do notice that we also have stuff like Python, dateutil, pytz, and all of this other stuff. So these are the other stuff that are required by NumPy and Pandas, and that's why they are also here. Also, note that whatever you see in your terminal here is actually the content that we want inside our requirements.txt. So we can actually modify our pip freeze command, and let's add an arrow and requirements.txt. So what this arrow does is that whatever output that pip freeze will print will be added into a text file known as requirements.txt. So if I run this, a text file should appear, and here we have it. And if I go to the text file, notice that whatever I've printed in my pip freeze command is actually here. And thus, this is how we can actually generate our requirements.txt for our own project. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you have learned something new about Python today.